Welcome everyone to Beckoned Development Weekly Stream, episode 20. It says this video is private and I'm not sure why.
Interesting. I was able to get in, but I'm subscribed as well, so I'm not quite sure.
Is everyone seeing it? It says it's private. I don't understand that.
Where are you seeing that?
Right in the YouTube streaming thing. So it's.
Oh.
I don't understand that. It shouldn't be private. Well, guys, give me one quick. I know the viewers are building. I need to figure this out. How do I figure that out? It's not supposed to be private.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is the
Yeah. Hey guys, sorry, my bad. I got distracted here for a second trying to figure this out. Yeah, current viewers, that went down a second. It's saying that the video is private for some reason and it shouldn't be. So I'm trying to figure that out real quick.
It
says it's set for public.
Well, then rock and roll.
Alright, I don't understand that. That's really weird. So guys, how are we doing today? All better. It won't be on tonight because I got to do some stuff, but I'll come back and watch it later. Alright, cool.
Good deal, man.
Cool. Welcome, guys, to Development Weekly Stream of Beckoned, episode 20. It's going to be a little goofy since YouTube's being a little bit of a pain in the butt right now, but we'll try to get through it a bit. Oh, and the crossover setting of the music. Me again. Anyway, guys, today we are going to be doing a little bit of history into Beckoned. At least go back in time a bit and see kind of the very first concept that was programmed and put together, and then the first inklings of when Dwight started dropping in onto it. And then you'll start seeing the progression slowly morph into, we're going to we're going to show you what the current battle system looks like right now. Towards the end of the show when we get all the way there. So, hi Bud, hi Scoots, what's up Reese? Art Jedi, I already read your comment. It's all good, man. We'll come back and I still can't get this video private thing off. It says it's public. Anyway, without that distraction, no clavicles. No, my clavicle is YouTube right now. But guys, welcome. So, where do we want to start out? Just because I can fade out the music unless you have some things to talk about, what's happening?
I don't, man, really. I think that you've got some good ideas as far as where to take this and kind of show that progression, and then see a little bit of kind of where it started, even some of the stuff that I was just looking at and going from inspiration to start out. So I think this will be good.
All right. Well, let me throw some of that stuff up there.
Because it's pretty wild. I mean, like it's neat how you had showed me kind of what you had early on. And hey, here's kind of just a slash back and forth. Here's what we're thinking. And then you turn around and see it. And then we've just modified it and improved it by so much with everything else that we've done. But we can see where those roots are. If you show that video, this is going to be neat.
Yeah, so where I want to start out at is what the first inkling when I started to get all of this concept design for the battle system going. I had a friend that I used to work with, Joker was is his nickname, or was or is, more than likely still is, because he's had it most of his life from what I remember. But he ended up programming this for me real quick, and was actually kind of the first guy to start playing around with this concept. And so I have that, and I figured I'd play that real quick. And these are the humble beginnings.
You gotta pull out your tape deck or what?
No, I've got it. I'm sorry. Let me.
It is kind of nice not having to throw cassettes around, huh?
So let's. Oh crap! There we go again. All right, now it's showing, and here we go. Okay.
Waiting for it.
Oh, it's there now. It should be.
Hey.
Everybody seeing that okay? So this was this is what Joker put together for me, Mr. Williams, and it was there's no sound to it, but I put together some real quick.
I've never seen this, man.
You didn't?
No, man, I've not seen this.
Oh, I've been keeping it secret from him, I guess. Anyway, so Joker had put this together, and I made some really rudimentary walking spriteage, and he put some controls to it, took some basic tile sets and that I made for terrain, and he said I could just paint them on top of each other in Unreal. So I was like, oh, great, this is going to be sweet. So there's boundaries. I can't go any further to the right there. He was asking me if he wanted me to have them loop. And then if you see right there, hold on, our heads keep blocking. You see the light latcher in the lower left. And that's a very, very crude drawing of it with its face facing away, so I could do it quickly. But you run into it, and this is the sock and bop 'em robots. So if I just press the action buttons, he'll swing. But if you hold the trigger and press those same buttons, they're blocks. So the enemy, it can block vertical attacks if it's blocking that way, or left attacks, or will it defend? Oh yeah, I was supposed to block that time. But yeah, left attacks. So this was just a very rudimentary concept of, okay, does the art technique work with some sort of action and combat system? And that's all there is to this. So just does that, and you got a limited space to walk around these little floating things. And, wait a minute. You have a slash, which it doesn't do anything except do that. And you could walk up to the trees and the plants and pluck off, ingredients.
Gotcha. I gotcha. So we did talk about that, but I didn't know that this was there. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of just little stuff was there, like that. But this was just a basic proof of concept of the whole thing.
Right.
So from that, let's move it over back to. And guys, this is our channel on YouTube. So a few of you guys, if you've been, going back in time and checking us out, a lot of this is going to be a little familiar to you. And we do have a collection of old builds. But I like having these as the base measure marks for how we kind of got through some stuff. Now, after, I get past kind of, I believe, this exploration video, or maybe it's after this Beckoned Proto Build 209. I think after that, you'll start to see this giant shift in just cleaning things up, making it look better. Dwight messing with camera systems a lot better.
Yeah, you even got 205 on there that had kind of the older
Yeah, and
background that
yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah,
playing with. Yeah.
yeah. So, but before all of that had happened, Joe ended up Joseph Catapano over there at catapanoart.com. He he did this animatic for us of a prologue, the prologue chapter when
I still
Kenton
like that.
first drafted that prologue out. That's kind of what got everything rolling in us trying to. Kenton was just bored one day and said, "All right, I have these characters. I have this incident. I wrote it. So tell me what you think." And so I read, and I was like, "Dude, that's good." And we've made some alterations with it, and over the years, I've rewritten it, and he loves the rewrite. So it's awesome. It gave me practice in writing before jumping further into the chapters that I've got. They're there now, but you all don't get to see them. But yeah, Joe did a really good job, real quick. He was using this as practice for something he was doing back then. We were also just after MegaCon that we did together. So he put some sound effects, and I gave him some character concepts, and he loved Kenton's script. Chapter 2. He said it had so much into it that he could kind of work from. So this is what popped up on it, and it goes on for, like it says, like 8 minutes and 39 seconds. So, and it gets a little rougher as it gains towards the end. And there's some scenes and shots in it that I took inspiration from for the prologue as it sits now. So, like just that drop. Do you see how clean that was?
Yeah.
Dude, Joe, that was just too good for this. Jeez, look at that. Now for an animator, like I'm sitting there going, oh man, Joe is an animator. He just doesn't want to do it. So that was something that kind of propelled me forward. Getting a few friends to start throwing some ideas into the mix. And, again, I mean, everybody that's in our circles basically was on this from the beginning years ago when we were trying to do it.
You've got the old fog version. I didn't know you still had that on there.
And I'm playing it now, so let's pull all the way back. So this is what I sent. I think this was the video I sent over to Revenant Art. They're a YouTube channel that reviews Square Enix games and RPGs and stuff. So I sent
them the old NPCs walking around. Yeah,
I sent them this, and they were like, "Oh, the art looks cool." The little white. No, I think we sent them an older version. I forgot.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So yeah, because we didn't have the buttons there, and the buttons were just an art asset for us to test things like switches and things.
Well, and it was kind of that battle entry at the time.
I gotta turn that volume up on it. Hey, Debbie Olson, what's up? How you doing?
Wow, that's been a while.
But yeah, after Taj runs all the way back up to the top, I think there's a battle in this or not. I'm not actually too sure.
I don't think so, because the buttons would have triggered it.
No, I believe we only had one. We had the buttons animated like they were being stepped on, but there was like one that was active. There was one that was running the battles there for a minute.
Okay.
It's okay, we're running a little buggy too, so.
But yeah, that's been quite a while.
You're giving me the creeps. Yeah, it's been a long while, and all the art is unfinished. You can see,
yeah.
So,
but there was still so much of that. There was so much that was still intact, though. You know, because we'd already had the running around, had the shadow working.
yep. Okay, that was it. Okay, so no battle system on that one.
No.
Okay, so this is where things started getting interesting. And we start because Dwight started playing with logos and intros and an intro screen and because I think that was just a straight executable. Like we didn't have like a opening screen the whole time.
I don't remember, man. I think that went straight into it. I think you're right.
What's this doing?
It says wait while loading.
Yeah, there's a lot of buffering this time, guys. Sorry. Buffering's back from the 90s with vengeance. But yeah.
I wonder if does this have the old menu on it with Taj sliding in. Yeah. There was still an amount of that I liked, though.
How long is this video? 3 minutes and 4? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is when Dwight was learning particle generators.
Yeah. Started playing with that.
Sound effects and again the switches. I don't know. Now that I see that light underneath the NPC, it's like it's clear what Taj is looking at.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, a little bit of a highlight. And then having them turn to you, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and the quality of the video is because I'm streaming and having you and trying to watch these videos.
It looks good.
Nah,
still.
Yeah. It's fudgy because I'm streaming these videos that everyone could be watching, you know. But yeah.
It just shows some of the stuff when you see what we're doing now. Just the cleanup and the polish that we've been doing. So,
yes, we've been working on just one area, again, because there's a structure basis to it, and we can build off of that main structure. So as long as all these technical things worked out, we were able to start evolving it into other things. Oh, the video did just crisp up all of a sudden. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is an early form of the battle system, where we were still using
had the enemy. Yeah.
The engage timers.
Yeah.
That was our menu system. Like the classic games was just a box where you would be selecting your actions. Battle timer is just there. It doesn't actually like function in the bottom.
Yeah. No. But man, this is wild to see. I've not watched these in quite some time.
Yeah, it's
crazy. The fangs on Bob the Blob. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's part orc.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have skills working at that time. Taj is still running like a goofy kid. Yeah. And then we were so proud.
Yeah, but come on, man. When I made him zoom in like that and run, like, you just lost your lunch, man.
I did, because then I wanted it to happen with the enemy. So that's when, a little bit later, Dwight threw this at me. And putting this together was very tricky. But since there's only two guys to rationalize between, and I'm pretty good at writing down my ideas, and in a way where someone can kind of understand them. Dwight, it clicked with him, and he saw this in his head before I did, because he was like, let's use the 3D engine. And I'm like, yeah, we can still stay 2D. And he's like, no. Let me use the 3D. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so
give me
boom.
the part, and then let us throw these in. And you're like, okay, all right, we'll check it out.
Yeah. So it was the sway camera was something that I was saying, yeah, we need that in there so there's like a constant depth shift.
And it does it, man. You were spot on with that, because that really does give it that dynamic, man. You did good with that.
Yeah, it's not because I like shaky cam movies or anything.
No, but it does help just give that, I don't know, man. It was a good touch.
That was, I don't know, yeah, so, yeah, again, our screens, thanking everybody and all that. Where are we at time? Okay, we're getting through this a little bit faster than I expected. So, let's see. So, it looks like the videos after that is when we just was clipping things and putting them up for the website. And so the website pulls the video.
Yeah, you were starting to do just some short ones.
Yeah, and we still had only one enemy that you fought.
But that to me really does help. And then you've got the Miglop start to come into play. And then that starts to get into what we had sent off.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one of those things, man. You know, when
buffering,
we were proud at that moment, man, for what was there, and then turn around and we double down and have even more now.
Yeah, it's nuts. And Dwight's been putting together our CCG, and he's now seeing the base, like he's seeing Beckoned in a whole new light because of certain things that he's doing with this card game, and hearing how excited he's getting about, dude, if I'd have known that, then you know. But
yeah, I can't even really fathom right now how much more things that would impact and would have changed the way that I've put this together. But I think it's good though for that learning period, just to be able to go down those rabbit holes a little bit and put this together, and then be able to see some other things and go, oh wow, I could do it so much more efficiently with this other technique. And then I think that's a good learning experience. It's going to help me grow. I think that's good.
Yeah, man, I forgot this video shows like all the functions that we had.
Yeah, it got pretty full length
in the victory screen. So yeah, that's basically when we sent this off for review for Grant, and 9 months later, and after an update, still didn't grab it, but we're gonna throw in again with the current one. Just again, it's all about timing, and I don't want that carrot in front of my face again.
Yeah,
I want to earn this.
Well, there's just been so much other stuff now that probably might have been a reason for them to go, you know, it's not ready yet.
Yeah, and we totally we smashed the crap out of the update, and what we've got now.
So too, yeah.
The keyboard controls are all functioning. I mean, it's there's a lot of small tweaks that we're still kind of making, but I'm basically saying, dude, yeah, we're there. This is just clavicles, you know, just clavicles. Let me pull that all the way back. We have a little bit buffer problems, you know how it gets. Pull it back. I could just pause and let it load. But this was when you started getting the multiple enemies. And this is 3.36 version. And so
it was not as far away as that, but yeah, wow.
I wanted the screen darker to see what everything would look like, so I cheaply did this vignette, and it was too dark. Yeah. But I acted like it was a watermark as a bit, but that kind of hurt me, you know. That kind of technique would hurt me more than anything, because you can't really make out everything, you know.
Yeah, it really does kind of put you in a haze.
Yeah, so I wanted to test out effects like that, like screen filters and stuff, to see what could be done with the lighting system before I decided that we'll be doing normal maps for all of this, which is going to double the art size. But with the 2D sprites in 3D space reacting to light realistically, we'll put a whole new spin to the visual style of this. So, but as I'm hoping we're seeing, is that slowly has evolved along the way. So, and I hope
I do
better and better.
I do like the idea of having some sort of skill that opens up and allows you to see the enemies and
because we
kind of know and do like a reveal. But there's a part of that where I think that should be earned. I don't think that should be given away right off the bat.
Right. I mean, we used to show the enemy's UI, you know, so we knew how everything was kind of thinking and talking and we actually have the UI for the enemy on the newer version. It's just not visible, you know. It functions. It's just not.
Well, yeah,
visible.
It does. It's there. We just not put it on.
So here's at the point where I'm going. We've got the real game to show, and that's kind of the next step of the evolution that I've got on record on YouTube. If I dig further down, though, into some old files, I might be able to pull up a really old build.
So that 363 was 6 months ago. All right.
Well, I wouldn't. It's off. Don't trust YouTube's little. Well, but as long ago. Sometimes it's not accurate.
I bet it's pretty accurate.
You'd hope. But yeah, it's crazy to see how fast, but then again, it's like, this is a large game, but the prototype is rather large for a prototype, but
yeah,
it's, you know, it's a small contained slice of basically all the functions, the main core functions that we want to play with.
So yeah, 363. That might have been the catch-up version that we sent for the follow-up, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay. I've got Beckoned 163. I don't even know if
throw it on.
I don't even know if it'll run.
I've got some older stuff that I've started kind of pulling up a little bit, and it's just wild, man. It's wild to see some of the stuff that we've been able to accomplish and where it started.
This is version 163. This is going way back to the okay, so this is that build. All right.
Okay.
I think.
Is this the white ones?
No, they're colored, but I think that's... No. Okay, so hold on. I think we had to hit a button while we stepped on it. Nope, nope.
Yeah, dude, there was no battle. Like, that didn't even exist yet.
I'm trying to find when...
We were still talking about whether we were even gonna do a battle system ahead of all of this. Like, we were just gonna put this together.
Yeah. Sorry I jumped out of that so quick. I want to find one that has a little bit late. 172?
Almost.
I'm trying to find the ugliest version we got. Oh no,
Well,
this is opening the
172
editor. I don't want the editor.
Yeah, 172 is probably not going to be. I mean, if you went back to 163, that's almost in the realm of what we sent off to Resonant Art.
Which was nasty. Compared to what we got now.
Oh, totally. But yet we were proud of it, man.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I'm not quite too sure of any of the other builds. That was just kind of a weird fluke that one opened up for me.
I got you. Because I really don't think I've got any.
Oh, hold on, 176.
Yeah, I don't have anything older than like 2.0. Because you've got my older drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that older that USB drive.
All right, 176. This might have a very crude version of the battle system. Taj, you have been beckoned.
Credits up front. Huh? Yeah, this is old.
Play in the back. Credits up front.
Yep.
Taj is slower, so the movement we played with.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the really rudimentary menu when I press pause.
Oh my gosh, man. Turn that off.
Okay, yeah, battle.
NPCs are. It's going to take us into something. Oh gosh. Yeah, they're ready to go. Wow, man.
Oh, and I have to press X to engage or not engage. Huh.
Wow, man.
I don't even know if I could kill the enemy. I don't know.
I don't think you can. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's one that I wanted to see. Yeah.
We need to get a thing where Taj can charge attack again.
Wow.
Yeah. And then boom, yeah. So, well.
Yeah, just like out.
Alta 4. So where are we at now time-wise? 34 minutes. The only thing I really want to show you guys in the new build is just the battle system. So we have a battle, a battle demo section of it, and that won't take that long. So do we do it, show it, and then talk? Get have everyone in the chats going.
I don't see why not. I mean, we've done quite a bit on the Explorer, even in previous episodes. So it's not really a surprise. And heck, from what I remember, even the battle demo, it takes a little bit to get through it just because of having the 3 enemies on it.
Try and get it to There we go. Why are you doing that? That's not what I want you to do.
But wow, man, so you said that was 172?
Yeah. I'm
So that was around like March, I think, of last year. If I remember right.
This thing's giving me issues again. Why won't it just capture that game screen?
Oh, that part, man, I can't help you with.
I know, it's been working with all the other ones. I play our demo and it's what do I have else open? Anything open? No. So okay, hold on.
Call tech support?
No, entertain the people real quick.
That's kind of putting me on the spot there.
What's the idea?
But that's been. I hope that kind of helps though for everybody to see kind of how this has evolved, and I kind of like that idea of us doing that on this version and this episode, just to pull that stuff together and kind of show that, you know, this didn't just happen. It wasn't just, oh, hey, we put all this together and look how great it looked. I mean, there was a lot of trial and error. There was a lot of and really good moments, very accomplishing, very gratifying moments of, oh my gosh, look at this. Wow, look at this. This is so great. And we were happy with those just because of some of the stuff that was going on. And so I just kind of want that feeling and that understanding of how far this has come and what we've been able to accomplish. That really, to me, helps kind of put the icing on this. That just, we've done a lot of work on this.
Hurry.
I think Jeremy and I were talking and trying to come up with a number as far as probably how many hours we just have in this build alone to get everything to this point. And it's pretty staggering as far as thinking about how many hours those are. And then you start to think about how many hours have gone into everything before he and I got started. You've got all of the concept, all of the other artwork to get things put together that just really stack up. And so there's just been, this is one of those passion projects right now that just has taken so much time, but I think you can see it. I think it's apparent.
And Scoots, thanks so much for all that, because it definitely has been an adventure. And yeah, it went black screen because I was trying to get the thing to show the game. So I hope everyone can see it now. Is everything good? I turned the music up so we can hear Dwight, because once I turn it back on, it gets pretty loud. So, all right, thanks, Reese. Guys, we're gonna show you the battle demo. And this is where we're standing currently. Hope that's not too choppy here for everybody, because I'm looking over there and it looks a little choppy to me.
It's not too bad on my side. Other than, I guess you do have music turned on. I've got the YouTube stream volume turned down, so.
And yeah, so you can see target switching working. You can see targeting working really well. And turn brake. Sound effects are all hidden. So after this little guy,
yeah, you'll do something and kind of show it.
I'm gonna show the targeting with the ignite spells. Turn on my loading and select my target and ignite. So targeting works great.
I'm glad to have that figured out, man, because that was one of those things that was just plaguing me because I could not get it figured out for the longest time. Why it kept switching without us really knowing where that was going.
I'm just glad I'm playing it now. Now here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting is if I, man, I don't want to show him. I don't want to show him that. Oh, it already just happened. Just happened.
Did it?
So
Right.
yeah, Mommy Miglop, Hilder baby glad. And that's what you saw there.
A little bit on that. So Jeremy kind of throws something at me. It's like, hey, do you think we might be able to throw in a little battle puzzle? And I'm like, man, with everything else I got going on and all the other stuff I'm trying to get to even operate correctly and whatever else, yeah, all right, I'll take a look. So then I actually kind of got it together fairly quickly and sent it back to him, and he's like, holy cow, you got the battle game, puzzle working. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you got that working. Like we're ready. Like that's done. Like that's it. And that was like 3 months ago. And we're still plugging it. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? When I do press these buttons. And I love him to death, but it's like when I mash the buttons, it does this. Just from a programmer mindset, I'm like, well, stop mashing buttons, and that'll fix it. And that's, unfortunately, that's not an answer because we're going to have others that are going to play this, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So if we can try to prevent that and make it playable, whether you're mashing them or not, it makes for a lot better build. So I do agree.
So yeah, that was basically the battle demo, guys. So yeah, what you think?
You ripped through pretty quick.
Yeah, I told you it wouldn't take that long.
No, it's not.
I mean, I could have sat there and blocked all day. I could have I should have gave the people a show. I should have almost died and then come back victorious.
Right.
Right. But yeah, Dwight did a lot of cool. Dwight has done a lot of cool technical stuff, as you see. I mean, no slider for volume because I just needed him to cut the music so I can make a trailer. So he stuck that in there real quick, and it works great. Controller layout, depending if you're using, the keyboard or the
show them that, because that is nice to know that it does that, and let players know that they can go there and look. I've had a few buddies of mine. They're just jumping in and going right after it. They're not even looking at the controller layout.
Well, yeah, a lot of people do. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but like you were talking about the control scheme. So if you're using keyboard, turn volume. Oh, that's why it's doing that. It should have worked last time, but it didn't. My bad.
What'd you do?
I hit the music on the media player, so the keyboard wasn't really controlling.
I got you.
No, it's wanting to control that. So yeah, I mean, if you don't run your Windows media player while you do this.
Yeah.
Let's see. see if I can get into this a bit. I know the controls, but go. So keyboard controls mapped for you right there. And if you grab the controller, and there you go. Wow. So Dwight's been really fancy recently. So it's been awesome. Anything I'm trying to throw at him, he ends up pretty much.
You don't quit either. That's the truth.
Yeah, definitely.
But it has been nice though, because it's like, hey, can we? And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can put something together.
Well, I am really glad that pulled off. So, again, guys, the demo will be coming soon. The whole thing with Fenris I think it was last episode, talking about legally running a Windows launcher from your iPads or from your iMacs, from your Steve Jobs devices, that you should be able to play.
Can't forget Wozniak, man. You can't just say Steve.
I would like Joe to probably test that out for us when we have that ready, to see if it will work with the devices, and then if it does, yeah, we'll start sending it out to our inner circle guys, because we are so ready for you all to play it and tell us all the little adjustments we need to make,
and hopefully it's going to be in pretty good shape, because thinking back, I can only imagine how many of those, when I do this it does this, when I do this it does that, hey, can you fix the things that the bug fixes that we have hopefully taken care of up front. I'd love to think that we've done a fairly good job to help bring something that just doesn't have as much stuff that you're going to find. And I say that, and then I send this off about a week ago to a really good buddy of mine that I worked with years ago in IT. And the first thing, he just starts the game and it goes buggy on him. And he's like, is this a bug that you guys are that you're looking for? And I'm like, man, you've got to be kidding. So I had to go in and rewrite a script to help prevent what he was experiencing, because he was right. As soon as you started the game, and if you touched the mouse, it locked up the menu and you couldn't play it anymore. It was done. And how he and I had not gotten stuck there, I guess just we figured out ways to get around it, or we just never touched the mouse just because we knew. But trying to communicate that to the player and try to help notice when that happens is one of those things. But I felt so bad, because I'm like, hey, we've been working on getting a lot of bugs fixed, and if you guys would help us, please let us know. And I send this out, and he fires right back, and he's like, well, is this a bug that you guys are looking for?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that was fast. So I'm hoping I can get him back in and get him to play it, because I'd really like to get some feedback. So Brian, if you're out there, I'd really like you to kind of take some time, man, and see what you can come up with.
Yeah, because that's the other thing we notice is the few people that we have already shared it to, I don't think they know how much is in the demo. So
I think so too.
We've talked about that.
I agree.
That there seems to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I played the battle, I lost twice, but when I won, yeah, I got the concept. It was pretty good. Wait a minute. The whole demo,
yeah,
like, there's enough to keep one entertained that's not played it before for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And once you start getting the hang of it, you can get your playtime all the way down to 6 minutes before you understand the breadth of, of this prototype. That's why we keep trying to say demo, prototype. We go kind of halfway back and forth because it's a really good representation of what we want a slice of the game to look like. So there's other mechanics that I know a lot of people would like to try out right now too. But again, I'm holding things back a bit, and we have to do a rebuild. It's not that drastic of a rebuild. It's more like surgery. Me and Dwight have talked about it ad nauseum.
Yeah.
And so we have to do a little bit of surgery. But that's afterwards. This prototype is done, except for those small little tweaks. It's done enough where you guys can get the idea. So I would hope you would. And I might be eating my words later for that, for stating that. And I'm totally trying to be self-aware about that. But
I think a better way to put that is this demo prototype that we have is a very good baseline representation to put in your hand and kind of show you where our thoughts are and where we want to go with this, and allow you to play something that Jeremy's been wanting to bring to life and create for years. And so for him to be able to finally put a controller in his hand and go through and play this, as I said, I think in the previous episode, if not one of the others, but that to me, no matter what happens with this, if it goes on to be something or we just end up doing something different, being able to be a part of allowing him to play something that he's been wanting to play for so long, I think to me it is just going to be rewarding no matter what happens.
And that's going to continue to happen because there's still more to build. Yay! And there's a lot more to build.
It's going to become that classic car that you're always working on.
Nah, I hope this is going to be released before that happens. But then I've got sequels, so maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah.
We are 7 minutes till the end, guys. Thanks for sticking through that little Wonder Years episode. And yeah, I mean it's been great. If you all check my and Joe's the Art Bros on Catapano Art YouTube. You kind of got me a little bit livelier last time. Joe wanted to do more like game review stuff, and with all the recent PlayStation 5 reveals and all that, a lot of cool announcements for a lot of cool projects. And I made everyone mad. I still haven't watched The Mandalorian. So, do you?
I haven't either. If that makes you feel any better.
Scoots and Reese and all you guys, sorry. Yeah, you got a group of guys here making a fantasy game that hasn't seen The Mandalorian, so we probably lost a few subscribers right there. So I think I have to watch it before next week, or else that's all they're going to talk about next time. See, Reese is coming at me, tisk. So yeah, I don't know if y'all could trust our product over that. Then y'all. So,
Maybe they'll boycott it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyway,
it'll get attention. It's, that's press.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
We can't be the
But
worst.
no, man,
we can't be the worst game ever.
I'm glad you found some of that older stuff. That was cool. Because I don't have that stuff anymore. So I mean, it's good that you've got it.
Yeah, I do. I really want to finish this poster, but Uh-oh, so Scoots is taking a bullet for us now, too.
Yeah, good deal.
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna get flack from Bud that we haven't seen it, or what?
No, Bud's probably gonna be right with it. Be like, what did you say? Manda,
All right,
what?
good. Yeah. Why would they make a show about margarine?
That's probably what he would think. What'd you say about margarine?
Yeah. So what would that be then? Like the next show would be like, I can't believe it's not Mandalorian.
Well, I don't know how many Star Wars fans have seen Thumb Wars, but there used to be a bunch of parodies. It was kind of like a Spaceballs thing where they parodied Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when is the Mando, Thumb Wars going to be coming out?
Something. It'll happen. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Thumb Wars, I'm sure you can YouTube the crap out of that. That's old stuff.
Oh man, this
Bubba's here trying to say hi again or play ball. So, but guys, thanks again for showing up. 4 minutes out. I'm not gonna try to bug you just to fill a time space, but that was kind of all we had to show today. We do have more, but again, I don't want to turn this video private for any reason. Because it already says it is, which is weird.
Well, so what's the timeline you're thinking on possibly doing like a Windows playthrough on a Mac test? You were talking about Joe possibly doing that.
When you're ready to send me a build that would go with that. Why not the last one that I just did? I guess I could send him that. It's not a problem. I had to kind of schedule with him.
Sure, but that 395. No, the 395 needs that overlay. So the overlay's done. The one I sent you last night was in a rush. So that was just to get you that debug. So it's that one that's why I didn't send it the same.
Yeah.
Because it's not in the shape that 395 is.
Yeah, I got it.
So to me, 395's got a lot more polish to it. I think your battles are going to load a little bit faster because I took some time to pre-build them and get them front-loaded a little bit more. Or that build I sent you last night, no, it's not up to speed.
Yeah, because
it was more just for that, hey, I just want something quick key real quick for some debug on some stuff. I figured that would help get you the video that you were looking for.
Yeah, and we didn't really mess with explore to battle transitions very much in this prototype.
No.
But I have a really fancy little plan for that, so I just wanted to keep it simple for us to get the idea out. We'll worry about the fancy when we're funded and ready to go. So, and that's gonna come soon. Hopefully, we're gonna get everything ready, packaged up. When it's on Steam and ready to go, it'll be there for a week. It'll be there indefinitely, but it'll be there for a week or two, and then we'll do Indiegogo.
Ready
to
get
I believe is where we're gonna go with crowdfunding. I think I've said
try to get that trailer put together, man. I think you got some really good ideas on that. I think it's going to be nice.
Yeah,
it's going to look good.
My first draft, I thought we were only gonna have 20 seconds, but no, we got a minute, and that's good for first draft. But we can cut it shorter. But I think a minute's good anyway. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for showing up. Bud, thanks for showing up. I'll probably give you a call in a little bit. And then Scoots, again, thanks for all support. Reese, you too. Debbie Olson, thanks for showing up. You guys, thanks for being patient with us. And next episode, we'll probably do a whole header change. Instead of the Nightmare Eater, we'll be switching it over to some other art. Not quite too sure what we'll do for the next episode, but we'll figure that
Yeah,
out.
we're going to brainstorm on that.
Yeah, guys, thank you all so much for showing up again. You all have a good night. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend.
Awesome. Y'all too.